Ready?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Hi, this is Bill Harley. This is the Nerve Center, the intergalactic center of Round River Productions. This is the office that I only visit. Actually, Michelle, who's our office manager, is right behind the, she's behind the curtain. And here's Deb.
Hi.
There she is. If you ask about booking a show, you're going to talk to Deb, and if you're calling about almost anything else, you talk to Michelle. So this is a little bit of a business deal for you here. This is my oeuvre. This is the stuff I've created. But before I talk about the special deals for the holidays, I do want to say a couple things about storytelling. When I first started, I had the sense that somehow giving people a common language with story was a way for us to connect with each other, and also for kids to help to learn language. And all the work I've done for the past 35 years has only reaffirmed that. I know now, I've been doing all this research on brain science and how our synapses and how we connect, is that when a kid hears a story or a kid reads a story, their brain literally is on fire. They're making synapses, establishing connections that were never there before. So I feel like now more than ever before, every story they hear, every story they read is giving them this base to understand the world, to make sense of it, to improve their literacy. This stuff is all being shown in all the studies, and also to help them chart about who they want to become. I also know that in families, one of the things I hear all the times in families is people will come up to me and say, your stories and the songs that you sing are part of our family life. We reference them all the time in all the things we go through. So what story and song really is shared culture, and that's what I want to do. Song is like that too. Song, if a kid is hearing a lot of music and singing along or pounding along, what they're doing is learning about the rhythm of language and the different tones, and they're learning patterns. And what making sense of the world is about patterns. So I feel very much my job is to try to give some patterns for you to listen to and use. Father came up to me a number of years ago, and he said, you don't know me, but I just spent the last 9 days in the car with you. And I had to laugh. And he said, thanks. Somehow you saved us from killing each other, and now we talk about your stories and songs all the time. Of course, I'm not the most important storyteller. You are. The parents and the teachers, the adults around the kids are, because when you give a story about yourself, you're helping them with their own identity. So anyway, that's why I really do what I do. But I do have this stuff. This is just about everything that's been published or created here. And we've got some special deals for you for the holidays. In particular, if you go to my website, you'll see some bonus packs. And they are of stories. This is the storytelling pack. It's got The Battle of the Mad Scientist, in which little Philip goes, I'm wooing! And it's got the sled race on it. It's got I Have the Best Candy in the Whole World, which is one of the kids' favorite stories. It's also got one of my favorite stories by Duncan Williamson, a Scottish storyteller who I was lucky to know. And then there's High Dive with Christy, the lifeguard I fell in love with, but was destined not to get close to. And also sort of at the field trip. So there's my field trip, getting lost in 5th grade. So that's one package right there. There's a special deal on those 3. We've got school stories too. I talk a lot about schools and life in schools. From the back of the bus, it's got my story about Mr. Anderson, the bus driver of the year. The Teacher's Lounge, about my trip down into Hades to visit the Teacher's Lounge with somebody else. And also the classic Cool in School, which has the story Zanzibar, which was played 3 times on All Things Considered before they realized the error of their ways. And then Songs bonus pack has 3 recordings, which it's all music on all of them. Down in the Backpack, that song that parents and teachers love. Big Big World, and I Want to Play. I had to check the title. Yeah. So that's the music bonus pack. Favorites. And then lastly, all 4 of the Charlie Bumpers books that are in paperback, and a bookmark that says boogers on it. or something like it. So if you order online and you go to when you get to the checkout part, if you click on add a note, you put their name, I'd be happy to autograph the book or CD or whatever it is you're buying to a particular person. But the most important thing is tell your stories and listen to mine and have a happy holiday.